Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be showing my exact campaign that I'm running for one of my clients in my SMMA. This isn't going to be some sort of funnel into a course. There is no course. This is a complete, just real guide on how I run ads. As you can see, we're getting leads for $8.46 a piece, which we have done better. We're going to optimize these ads pretty soon. But you know, with the standard being $250 to $300, according to the Air Conditioner Contractors of America, these are HVAC ads, we are doing pretty good. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, George, why would you do this? Why would you completely leak how your company works and how we run ads? And I mean, it's probably a dumb idea, but I'm going to do it anyways. So anyways, let's just get right into it. So first of all, the first thing I want to discuss is campaign structure. Now, why do I want to discuss campaign structure? I want to discuss campaign structure because a YouTuber that I've been watching for a while, his name is Ben Heath, he recently made a video on this, and I was shocked because he basically told everybody he's switching over to a new campaign structure, which works a lot better. And the campaign structure he showed in the video was exactly what I've been doing this entire time, right? Like, coincidentally, he just happens to switch to this exact structure. So I thought it's about time to make a video about it. Now, what does this campaign structure include? This campaign structure includes us going and using the Advantage campaign budget optimization. Now, it's obviously off here. And the reason it's off here is you can see that this is a stage 2 advertisement, right? Meaning that I've already optimized this campaign. I've been with this client for a couple of months now. So, you know, this campaign has already been optimized. On our stage 1 campaigns, this is always on. And as you can see, there's several ad sets here, right? And in these ad sets, we would basically put budget, depending on like what ad set's getting the best results. Now, we're not doing that right now because for this specific client, we found that broad is doing the best. But in the past, we have done it. Okay, so getting into it, that's the first part of the campaign structure. That instead of doing one interest and then one broad campaign, what we're doing is we're making a campaign and then we're putting one broad and a bunch of interests. In this situation, we didn't do a bunch of interests. We just did coupons and Groupon, family, and then real estate, just because in my personal experience, these 3 work very well. I mean, if you're going to be starting off with this campaign structure for the first time, I would definitely recommend you do more, maybe like, 10 interests per campaign. Like, you definitely try more interests, right? In my situation, I've just tried a lot of interests already, and these are the ones that have worked for me. And then you obviously have one campaign that's just broad. Now, right now we're doing 1250, 1250, 1250, and that's what we were doing there. And then, broad also had 1250 just so we can get like a fair test, right? Before doing that, we obviously just run a CBO. The CBO decides who has the best actual ad, right? So we don't have to do split budgets. We just tell Facebook, this is how much you can spend. You spend it on the best ad set, and then obviously the ad set that gets the most spend is the one that you are inevitably going to go with. But now, as you can see, Florida Broad New has 66 leads at $50 a day. Now, $50 a day is, if you didn't realize it, $12.50 times 4, because that's the congregated budget all on that one ad set. Now, in this ad set is where the real magic happens, right? When you come here, you want to scroll down and you want to use this feature right here called Dynamic Creative. Now, Dynamic Creative is honestly an amazing feature. Now, why is it an amazing feature? Dynamic Creative literally allows you to test hundreds of thousands of possible ad variations without spending, like basically an entire college semester making ads, right? Now, what do I mean by this? If you actually go to the ad level, right, you're going to see my ad right here. You guys can copy it. You guys can plagiarize the shit out of my copy. I really could care less, but this is how it works. You're going to go here and you're going to upload your creatives. Now, I upload 10 different creatives. Then I come here and I upload 1, 2, 3, 4 different bodies of copy, 4 different headlines, and 2 different descriptions, right? Now, if you were to do the math that with every interest and with every headline and with every, picture and every body copy and every description and every headline, how many different variations like you can have total, you would be amazed. Because what's happening here is you're giving Facebook so many different variables to play with that it's kind of inevitable you're going to find an advertisement that's doing well. That's why when I come here and I see, $8.30 per lead, during October when it's a cold season and HVAC is on a down low, right? It's not that crazy. And for the same client, when we were getting leads for $3 to $4 in the summer, it wasn't that crazy either, because we're having so many different variables to test with that it's kind of inevitable we're going to find a winning ad. Okay. Now let's look at the actual creative now. And no one's ever going to show you this, by the way. So you might as well like and subscribe, because this isn't insane that I'm showing you this, right? No other agency will ever do this for you, or no other creator will ever do this for you, right? If you actually look at the creative, right, you can see that they're quite similar. Like this one is very similar to this one, right? I mean, they're literally the same thing, just the background changed. Now, again, I just want to stress the fact this is a stage 2 campaign. That means I've already optimized this campaign. A stage 1 campaign isn't going to have creatives that are this similar, right? They're going to have 10 different creatives which advertise the same offer. That's really important. Same offer, same price, same everything. The actual idea of the ad is the same, but how you're delivering it changes. That's the only thing that changes. Meaning here, as you can see, right, the actual offer stack is pretty much the same, right? It's starting at $100 per month, which is the equivalent of financing, right? This is what I mean by financing. We just say it like this so the Facebook algorithm doesn't turn off our advertisements. Then we say save on utilities, which is true because we're advertising a more energy efficient air conditioner. And then $2,000 in tax credits, which is, a whole other story for another day, but it's just something we do for HVAC. The actual offer stack is the same in every single picture, right? It's the same one. The only thing we're changing is how we're displaying said offer stack, right? So you can see, right, this is one advertisement. This is another advertisement. This is another variation of this. This is another advertisement. This one's different because this one has a different headline and a different price, right? This is different. 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 Point being is they're all different, right? On a stage 1 advertisement, they wouldn't look like each other at all. They would be 10 wildly different advertisements, meaning they're completely different, right? And what you do is you put in all these advertisements, you put in all these different copies or bodies of copy, you put in these different headlines, you put in these different descriptions, right? And you let them run. And then what you do is once they've been running for a while, you're going to come to your ad and you're going to be able to come here by breakdown, right? And come here by dynamic creative element, go by image, and you're going to be able to see which one of these images has actually gotten the most results. So this advertisement right here in particular, right, this one that I'm going to show you guys right now, or this one, has gotten us 53 out of 67 leads. So if I go 53 out of 67, that single picture has gotten us 80% of the leads in the entire campaign, right? This one got 6, this one got 3, and as you can see, not coincidentally, the second to best one is the same one in a different color. This is the same ad in a different color. Okay? So, and then this one is an entirely different ad, right? And that's why it's on 3rd place. And then again, what is this? Not coincidentally, it's a different variation of that, right? Point being is there's a science to this, right? It's not just random. It's not like, oh, people like this ad better than this ad. No. There's obviously something in this one which specifically people like. Whether it's the fact the air conditioner is here, whether it's the fact that we included the price, whether it's the fact we wrote the words energy efficient, I don't know. That's when you split test and you find out, right? But you can see that the top 2 advertisements are the same ones, right? For example, this one, this one pretty much says the same thing, right? I mean, it's an air conditioner is also here, but it doesn't have a price in it. And then this one does bad. Why is that? I don't know, right? When this one is almost the same, this advertisement is very similar to this advertisement, but this one has a price. This one got leads, as you can see, but that one didn't. So now I can scientifically conclude that including the price is somewhat beneficial to the overall advertisement, right? Now, as you guys can see, when you do enough things like this and you make enough tests, you can actually go and make an award-winning ad, right? Which you're going to go and you're going to get leads for at $6 consistently. So what's going to happen moving forward? In the coming days, I'm going to take this advertorial, right? I'm going to take this exact picture and I'm going to create 10 different variations off this picture. Now, what do I mean by variation? I'm going to put a different color background. I'm going to maybe instead of saying HVAC system, I'll say heating system because we are going into the winter, right? Small different variations. and I'm going to re-upload this, and I'm going to call this a stage 3 campaign. So right now it's a stage 2. It's going to be called a stage 3 campaign, right? And from there, I'm going to drop this from $8.46 probably to $5. And what I'm doing here is obviously I'm lowering the cost of the lead, but that's kind of irrelevant. What I'm really doing here is I'm retaining the client, right? Think about it. If you're staying with me and month over month, you're getting better and better results, you're obviously going to stay with me longer, right? It's not rocket science. So that's what I'm doing, and that's why we have these stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. You have to work with us for a certain period of time for us to actually go and optimize your ads, right? So that's what I'm doing here. Now, besides the fact that you can optimize based on the image, which is obviously pretty common sense, you're also able to optimize on other factors, like, for example, the copy. As you can see, 59 out of the 67 leads came from one piece of the copy. Now, that's 59 out of 67. That's 88% of those leads came in from one singular body of copy, right? It's obvious why when you take the winning image, and you take the winning copy, and you take the winning headline, what you're going to see. Now, let's go to the copy, or the headline now, right? Headline. Take a look at this. 55 out of the 67 came from get a new AC, right? Now, let's go to the next setting. That should be description, right? 65 out of the 67 came from one singular description, and it happened to be Trustpilot. This is not even a real Trustpilot rating. I literally just put 5 stars in the word Trustpilot, but it works, right? People, because it gives you authority. It gives the advertisement authority. This went on and got us leads. Now look at the cost per result, $7.28. This is $40 compared to $7. This is like lunch, and this is like, I don't even know, a snack. Like, this is very different numbers, right? So it's obvious that when I'm going to be optimizing these ads, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take that description. I'm going to pair it with this headline. I'm going to pair it with this body of copy, and I'm going to pair it with this image, and boom. Congratulations. I've now got an award-winning ad because every single factor has one, and I put them together, and only those ones are being pushed to, right? Of course, I'm able to do this because I've been pushing budget to this ad set for so long, right? As you can see on this ad account, and this isn't even the only ad account for this client. We had another ad account with like $2,000 in spend, which ended up getting banned, but we pushed like a total of $3,000 in budget before we could determine that, hey, these specific things are what result in these specific results. And this client's obviously getting amazing results. This guy is actually a testimonial on our website, right? But as you can see, you need to actually spend budget before you can optimize. Don't even think of like running ads for 2 or 3 days and boom, you're optimizing them. It's not how it works, right? You got to actually let them run. And as you can see here, right, our lead cost varied, right? $12, $10, $6.80, $50, $2, $11, $7. And then now we're at a stable $8.46. And this is, again, during the colder seasons of the year. It's even better during spring and summer, right? So that's basically how you would set up the campaign on a level of, like a higher level, how you would set it up for your own clients. Now, obviously, you might not even have a service-based, or I'm sorry, you might not even be servicing home improvement clients like I am, right? This is an HVAC client. Whoever you service, whatever niche it is, you can do this for your client. Really what I'm trying to show here is not my specific advertisements, but it's that you have a campaign, then you have a broad ad set, and then you have a bunch of interests, right? So let's say, for example, you service dentists, for example, right? You could have dentists as an interest. You could have white teeth as an interest. You could have hygiene as an interest. You could have maybe like one of those popular e-commerce brands like High Smile, I think it's called, or High Smile, right? This, like you could have this as an interest, right? And you put a bunch of different interests in different ad sets, and boom, at that point, you're running ads at different interests, at different ad sets, right? And you know which one's going to perform. And then you turn off the ones that don't, and then you optimize only that one. And after a couple of stages, after a couple of iterations, you're going to start getting advertisements that are doing very well, right? Now, how did I learn this? I learned this the hard way, right? I tested things. I found them out. I bought coaching programs. I bought mentorship programs. I spent tens of thousands of dollars to learn this information. Now I'm giving it away for free because I'm a G like that. So you might as well subscribe and like my video. But besides that, right, you're going to basically go, and these aren't templates, by the way. This is another thing I really want to mention. A lot of people, including myself, when I started my agency, I used Canva templates. These are not Canva templates. These are made from scratch in Photoshop. Setting up one of these campaigns takes anywhere from 5 to 6 hours for a single campaign, right? Compared to how it used to take me 20 minutes to set up a Canva campaign, obviously that is like so much longer. I'm spending like 5-10 times the time to do the same thing, but you're getting results that are actually performing. Like these are real results that are really getting results, or I'm sorry, these are real campaigns that are really getting results, as you can see, right? And just if anyone's curious, I will refresh my screen just to prove these are real numbers, right? Matter of fact, we just got a lead while I was literally talking. That's pretty funny. Let me just check that. Yeah, I just got a notification. I got a lead as we were talking, right? But anyways, with that, all that being said, you guys, if you enjoy this video, just drop a like, drop a subscribe. I'm gonna be dropping more videos, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But thank you for watching, guys.